Nicol Drive has been renamed to Winnie Mandela Drive. Nicol was an administrator in the former Transvaal who named a road after himself. Earlier on, we spoke to my colleague Mbalenhle Mtetwa. Mbalenhle, very good afternoon to you again. It's over to you.
Good afternoon, Nzinga. Well, it seems as though this unveiling has turned into an event of singing and chanting from both the EFF and the ANC. You will see behind me, I am surrounded by people wearing red regalia, which is EFF regalia, really. And before we had the ANC just over here, but behind me there are people singing and dancing, and majority of the road here has been closed off to motorists, really, as the people here celebrate the renaming of the road here. I'm joined by the EFF's regional chairperson, who's going to speak to us just now. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Now, it seems as though it's unclear as to who came up with the motion to change the name. Are you able, the ANC says they're the ones who came up with it as early as 2018. Your thoughts? I mean, the first time we heard about it was during the funeral of Mama Winnie Mandela Mandela, when the EFF leader Julius Malema requested or called on South Africa to rename the Cape Town airport into Winnie Mandela Mandela's name. Your thoughts?
Thank you very much. Let's talk about the motion. The motion came to council in 2018. It was September. It was from the ANC through Councillor Masuku. But her motion was generic. He was not specifically talking to William Nicol. Then as the EFF, we amended the motion. We mentioned William Nicol. We didn't only mention it. We also mentioned the Orlando Stadium to be renamed after Mama Winnie. That's what happened to the motion. I still have the motion in black and white and the amendments, because we couldn't come here without that proper information, because people now are claiming easy victory. Then we had to come and clarify this thing. It was a ANC motion. It was amended by the EFF. The EFF named William Nicol and Orlando Stadium. That's the clarity with regards to the motion.
Is there friction between the ANC and the EFF? I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into what's been happening this morning. You know, the one side is singing one song, the others are not singing, the others are singing another song. You know, I would think that because this is a victory for both parties, you would all be singing in one voice, and surely that's what Mama Winnie would like to see you doing.
By the way, we are the economic freedom fighters. They are the ANC. We are not one thing. There must always be that line that must be drawn between the two. We are voting together in council, but we want to show even the South Africans that we can never be swallowed by anyone. We are still entitled to our way of celebrating things. They are celebrating Mama Winnie their own way. We are celebrating Mama Winnie our own way. There is nothing wrong with that. In fact, there is no fight. I was with the secretary of EFF here in Johannesburg. We were laughing together. There is no fight. There is nothing. But we are celebrating Mama Winnie our own way as the economic freedom fighters. No one is going to teach us how to celebrate Mama Winnie. By the way, Mama Winnie is us. Today's generation, they don't even know the difference between ANC, Mama Winnie, and the EFF. They think Mama Winnie was a member of the EFF because we are always on her side. We draw our inspiration, by the way, from her courage. Even
though she was an ANC candidate or an ANC member.
True. Most of EFF members, most of us, we are from the ANC, by the way. ANC was our last hope until it deviated. It deviated, and then we saw it fit now to get off the train and then start a new thing which will now give hope to South Africans.
So what is the way forward inside council? I mean, you mentioned that you are voting with the ANC and you're still part of the government of local unity here in the city of Johannesburg. What is the way forward? Does the coalition remain strong and intact despite what we've seen happening here today?
Very strong and intact, very strong. Even siblings At times they do differ. You differ with your own sister, your own brother, but at the end of the day you remain in the very same household. There's nothing wrong with that. The coalition is still intact. If there is any motion, we are going to discuss the motion, we clean the motion so that it can fit our political position, all of us as political parties, then we take it to council. We are still going to be doing the same thing. Nothing is going to change. I don't think anyone took whatever was happening here serious. We know we are different policy positions, but you are voting together.
Okay, now we've noticed that other coalition, the multi-party coalition, is not here. It seems the Democratic Alliance is not here, and those who formed part of the multi-party coalition. What are we to make of that? I mean, we've heard strong comments coming from the ANC benches, really saying that reconciliation should never be one-sided. Your thoughts on, the other party not being here on such an event such as this one?
No, everyone was invited, but always, even if there is a funeral, we can never be able to attend the funeral, all of us at a go. Some people are going to have commitments, then it's given, it's allowed. For as long as the invitation went out for all of us, it's fine. There is nothing wrong with that. Maybe we'll get the apologies somewhere else, but I don't see anything wrong if they couldn't make it to come and celebrate with us. Maybe they don't value what we are celebrating here, I don't know, but they will have their own reasons. But as for us, we are here. In fact, maybe we are going to spend a lot of time here because this is victory to the EFF, in fact.
There you have it, Nzinga. Both the ANC and the EFF are claiming victory, and they are claiming responsibility over the name change here on formerly William Nicol, now called Winnie Mandela Drive. And you would have heard from the EFF regional chairperson saying that while the motion did come from Loyiso Masuku, who is an ANC councillor in the city of Johannesburg, they were responsible for amending that motion that was initially brought by the ANC, and they put forward the idea to rename William Nicol as well as Orlando Stadium in Soweto.